Hey everyone, just got first place today at the remote regionals, first weekend of Legacy of Destruction, and we played Purrely. Before I begin, I just want to talk about my matchups. I played one Dynamorphia, two Tempai Dragons, two Voiceless Voice, one Kashtira, and one Fire King Snake Eyes. I was hoping to see more fire decks as I built this list, mainly to beat fire, and most of these cards are kind of similar to what I would play from the previous format. Uh, I was also hoping that people weren't ready to play Tempai Dragons this early on. So I was definitely surprised to see it twice today. So, anyways, let's get into the profile. For the engine, we have three White Cat. It's kind of debatable whether you want to play two or three, but the third one came up a few times for me today. And I just like that this is a pretty good normal sign because your opponent may not want to Veiler or imperm this, and they rather hold it for the Purrely for maximum value. So this usually does resolve. So 3 was good for me. Playing 2 Purrely, this is correct. The rest is standard. 3 My Friend, 2 Sleepy, and 2 Delicious. It was very nice to have this card back, or like one more copy back. There was a few times where I was able to have a Noir with like 6,000 attack, so you just close out games much faster, and you just make your Noir bigger than an Access Code or a Raging Phoenix, so that they can't out it that way, and you really put them on having Underworld Goddess. So it's really nice that the second one came back. And the rest, we have Pretty Memory, Be Happy, the best card of the deck, Straight Purrely Street, and the fourth Straight Purrely Street, 1 Purrely. And then for the non-engine, playing 3 Crossout, absolutely need to make sure your play is resolved. This came up really clutch for me today. I was playing 1 Called By, 1 Rivalry. Rivalry, I didn't see it today, but also like the matchups that I played in, this card was just not that good. But it's just too good against fire decks to not play, so I have the 1 copy. And then for the hand traps, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Ash, 1 Ghost Mourner. This is 13 hand traps. So the Mourner is a crossout target. And just one thing about the hand traps, I felt like Nib was very underwhelming today, given the matchups that I had. Moving forward, I may cut this for something else that's more generic that can hit Tempai. Even Veiler is kind of underwhelming, or like Ghost Mourner. So I'd probably consider changing this as the format develops. But this was very good from the previous format when fire decks were definitely more represented. And then for the extra deck, we have Baby Noir. Baby Noir's first effect was pretty clutch for me today to bounce. I was able to bounce a anti-spell while I was under Shifter. It definitely helped close the game. And I have 2 Big Noir, 1 Plump. I don't think the second one is necessary. If you can make your single Plump and hard make a Noir, you should just win the game just with that, or at least most of the time. So 2 Beauty, 2 Happiness, double Zeus, Downerd, and I'm playing Fucho today. This is obviously for the Tempai Dragons matchup. So against Tempai Dragons, one note is that even though they're going second deck, I feel like this deck does pretty well against them going first. You just make a Noir, spin the field spell, and then if you have like extra cats, make a Fucho. You can't die that turn, and then you draw with your Noir, get some follow up, kill them on turn 3. That's kind of the strategy I had today against my Tempai Dragon opponents. So yeah, I mean this card is nice. And then 1 Anima, 1 SP, and then I'm playing Protector of the Agents Moon. This is just a skill drain now. I don't want to lose to skill drain against Runic Stun, so just having this as my 15th card, it just felt like that I would see more play than playing like a Typhon instead. In my experience playing Typhon, like you're either already losing the game or it's a win more, so I feel like Typhon was unnecessary in that slot. And for the side deck, I have the other 2 Ghost Mourners. mostly for the Snake Eye decks, and then cross-out targets Duel and Ghost Ogre. I would probably main the Ghost Ogre because I saw Ghost Ogre a lot today. I wouldn't main the Duel. I think this card is still a fake hand trap that doesn't really do much against other meta decks, but definitely would probably main one Ghost Ogre, maybe even consider playing 3, because this is one of the somewhat generic hand traps that hit at least the Snake Eye decks and Tempai. I guess you could use this against Appaloosa, against Snake Eyes. It might be more versatile than something like a Nibiru, but yeah, anyways. So then I have 3 Pot of Prosperity. So this is mainly for going first to dig for straight Purrely Street or dig for a cross out. Sometimes you can use it going second. I only want to use it going second if I'm trying to see my macro removal. So 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster, 2 Cosmics. The Lightning Storm was really nice for me today against my round 7 Fire King opponent. Using the effect to clear the monsters came in super clutch. And then we have Cosmics. Cosmic for Tempai Dragon field spell. And then the last 3 cards, 3 Forbidden Droplet, good against Voiceless, and also Rogue end boards. So yeah, that was the deck profile. Thank you all for watching.